Yeah, today I want to talk about it's September. The temperatures are cooling off a little bit. I am doing things every day, little things in my garden to try to get, the summer garden kind of cleaned up. I've started a fall garden, just like some flowers and a couple other things. I want to talk about that and just what I've been doing lately in my garden. My name is Jessie and I'm gardening in zone 8B. So this week I have just been really coming out to the garden all week doing cleanup, like removing old plants, removing leaves. Like there's been a lot of powdery mildew on my summer zinnias, and so I've had to get rid of a lot of that so it won't continue to spread, pulling a lot of things and just kind of checking on and watering, just checking on the things that I planted and watering the things that, like the flowers that I am planting or trying to get to grow, hopefully that will bloom in the cooler season. Also this week, I just want to share some things. Like I went to the garden center. Last weekend, I went to more than one Home Depot, went to Lowe's, got a few seeds, looked at, flowers that are, potential things that I could plant this fall. And then yesterday I went to 2 different garden centers to just kind of get an idea of what they have for like annuals that, that I could plant. Like a good way to find out what you can plant now that will probably, make it through like cooler temperatures is to go to your garden center and see what they have. So I'll share a few little clips from that yesterday. There were just a lot of different little perennials and annuals. I don't know, like I've never planted like violas in the winter, but they're pretty cold tolerant. So I may get a few of those to put in like little pots or something. Probably not on the ground, not in the in-ground beds. But I found a lot of stuff that's just kind of inspiring to help me think about what I can still plant now, and as in addition to the things that I've already planted. So around like the 2 beds behind me, I've planted over here. I'll insert like a little clip. There's some Strawflowers that I actually planted in the middle of summer. I think it was too hot, so they have started to kind of take off. I hope those are going to bloom before the year is out. My basil is still growing. I planted some, lettuce. I'll share some little clips. There's like some little lettuce. I don't know how those are going to do. It's been pretty hot, maybe too hot. Also, I planted calendula in both of these beds and actually over here. So those are, they're about this big. When I went to the garden center yesterday, I saw some that they probably started in their greenhouse that were about this big, like the leaves. So I kind of got an idea of how big those will get before they actually, produce a bloom. But I'm hopeful. Like I planted them before and I planted them too late, so they did not bloom. But the garden center had a lot of things. They just had a lot of pretty things. I'm trying to get ideas for next year. Like I've been looking online for things that I can buy this winter, since I won't be buying as many plants. Just things like garden decor that I can get for my garden. So anyway, I was just saying I'm going to be working on the things that I can plant in the garden this fall. There are a lot of things in the garden center, and I also want to get my garden ready for fall. kind of giving an update on this side of the garden the last few weeks, but I wanted to say that on this side of the garden, things are definitely drying up. The dahlias are still going okay. I had to pull a lot of the leaves off this week. At the bottom they hit powdery mildew, so I pulled a lot of those off. And the Mexican sunflowers are definitely drying up. I am going to I still haven't done it, but I was gonna like try to show how to save some seeds from here. I may do that another day or at the end. But the Mexican sunflowers are still looking good, but they're drying up. I have one more right here that came up, and then I have two right here that came up, or two or three. So I'll probably end up having to cut these down at some point when they get too heavy, or just, you can see how brown like the leaves are, like in the middle. The butterflies are still on them though, so I don't want to like completely take them out. These zinnias have a lot of mildew and other kind of spots on them, so I'm gonna cut those down today. One issue that I wanted to mention is that the cats in my neighborhood keep coming and pooping in my garden, so I've laid down like this screen here, and over here, over there. The main issue with that is that my dog tries to eat the cat food, so I don't want that happening. So I'm going to clean up this little area right here, mow the backyard, and yeah, I'll be back. I'm going to do, I'm going to take these zinnias. Some of them are already drying up. Some of them may not be okay, but especially that one. I'm going to take it and dry the seeds, dry it for seeds. I'm going to show you where I'm going to put them. I've got this little, I took some dahlias this week and put them in this little, like, it's like a little flower pot turned sideways so they could dry, and labeled what kind they were. I don't know that I'm going to do that with these zinnias, but I'm probably going to pull them. I'm going to probably lay them either right here or over there on this one of those like landscape timbers. Usually I'll just lay them out in the sun. Like, let me show you. Well, I can actually do it right here. This is my cat screen to keep the cats from pooping right here. Every spot in the garden becomes like a place for cats to poop. But anyway, they keep the snakes away, and so I don't know. Snakes or cats? Which do you prefer? Anyway, I'm gonna let them dry right here, and then once those dry, I'll pull the seeds off of these. Okay, I kind of had to like interrupt myself earlier. My neighbor came outside, and I cannot, like, I feel like they can hear me. But then after he like moved, I'm fine. Like, I don't care. Anyway, so I did my garden cleanup, mowed. It's getting hot, and I just wanted to like kind of wrap this up. It's September. It's cooling off a little bit. Still planning and planting for fall. I've been thinking about things I want to get to put in the garden, or like things around my house that I could use for like fall decor in the garden. Just like little accents. Like I have the sun back there that I have all year, but I would like to get something that's kind of, you know, autumn, fall, pumpkins, something that I can put back here to just kind of transition, because we will not have leaves in the garden or any fall color until probably December. So or late November. It's usually December with the leaves. It's really pretty, turn red, yellow, brown, orange, but we have a while. So anyway, yeah, so my plants are coming along, my calendula, a few other little things I've planted. We'll see if they make it, or if they don't make it and they overwinter, they may bloom in the spring. And I'm just gonna water the garden. And thank you for watching. See you next time.